Hi guys! Thanks for tuning in to Zen Romance Tarot. We are going to take a look at Pisces. What's going on, Pisces? I hope everything is good with you guys. I did meditate over these cards. I tried to do this reading 3 times, right? My phone kept ringing. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. The last call that I just took, I did a reading for a client yesterday, right? And needless to say, wow, I'm very happy for her. So, okay. So, Pisces. And she's a Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Let's see what's going on. Pisces, I feel like, based off what I have here, right? I kind of feel like you guys might be having some... sorry about that, guys. You guys might be having some things where you are working on yourself a little bit. And I don't think that you meant to do it. I think you meant to kept going on the way you were going on, which is working, right? And I think in the midst of this time, you were forced to take make some changes to your life, right? So that will make you function better, right? So I'm showing that unconditional love is one of the things that may have been developed during this journey that you might be on or you may have taken. You're now open to giving and receiving love without fear or rejection. I think, Pisces, you may have had some feelings before where you felt like people maybe did not, they didn't give you the recognition you feel like maybe you deserved. I feel like a lot of you guys do things for people. You do a lot of things for people, right? And I don't think you get the thank yous that you deserve, right? And I think that you're trying to bring out or make people see themselves as you do things for them. But I think that you guys are going to start doing things differently in terms of how you express your love to people, right? I think it might be the approach that might be throwing some people off from understanding that this is just my approach. And the way I do things and the way I function, my approach to addressing you about something is there. And I'm going to approach you in that way, but ultimately my message is love and I mean well, right? But I think that there may have been times where you decided you didn't owe anybody an explanation. And I think now you're going to start maybe not explaining, but you're going to start acting differently or approaching things differently. I think you may realize sometimes that, I don't know, I feel like there might be a harsh energy or people take loving words that you say and they might misconstrue them. Yeah, okay, so actually, yeah, this one. We were talking about unconditional love, but actually the expressing my feelings is an issue too, and I kind of already addressed that, where you allow yourself to experience emotions, right, and actually express them, right? But I think you're going to start to do those differently. I think you're going to do that differently. I think the way you're going to approach expressing yourself is going to be different. I think you might be sorting some things out. Now, this card was actually reversed, so I find that might be a struggle, which I was actually addressing. That's a struggle. I think self-discipline is something throughout this journey that you have gained. So I think that's pretty awesome. It's your third solar plexus. It's self-discipline. It talks about kind of like direction and like. It talks about direction. It talks about your body. It talks about challenges with determination and courage, and that actually comes up a couple of times. It talks about how strong and capable you are, and it also talks about your actions being louder than words, right? So I think that we did a lot of dreaming at some point, and I think that it might be time, based off what I see here. We have a lot of Wands card. It's time for you to take action towards something. Let's take a look and see what is going on, what we were able to come up with for Pisces. All right. So Pisces, we have the Sun reversed. So I think that you might be making some sort of adjustments or something. There's some sort of plan that you have. There's some sort of idea of strategy that you're thinking about. It's an idea that you have where you're looking to act on it, right? And there's some hard work that's going to be put into this. And I don't know if this is a past, present, or future, because I just feel the energy here. And I feel like you had an idea, right? There's some business venture, and I think that's the idea that you are deciding, or you're in the middle of trying to figure out, how am I going to act on this? Because there's going to be some delays here. I don't know if you have thought about how you're going to move forward with this. It may have something to do with money delays. You may be waiting for people to get back to you. You may be seeing what your money is going to look like. There's something having to do with a delay here with regards to material gain and a venture. these cards here are telling you, do not be discouraged. You want to continue on, because this is going to be something that turns out to be successful. Your material gain is going to be delayed, but it is going to be there, right? Okay, so we now have the Page of Swords. It's reversed. So you might be having some issues getting things together, like literally. I feel like you may have taken a step back. And I feel like you may now resort to maybe family and friends to help out or assist you with bills. Maybe you recently recruited a roommate to move in with you, to help you out. There's something where there's somebody or a group of people who are helping foot the bill for you somehow, right? Or kind of picking up, hey, I don't know, I'm $75 short for, I don't know, a cell phone bill, whatever. So you might be reaching out to friends and family to kind of like supplement you that way, or you could actually be sleeping on their couch. Okay, hey, and it's not bad that you sleep on the couch, because you're actually saving a ton of money doing it. So these cards do actually talk about you being disciplined. So that's one way that you are showing discipline, by reaching out to friends and families, right? Where typically in some cases you don't always do that, or you're doing it a little bit different. Like, people know that they're helping you and you're making it clear, I have a plan. So they know that you're not a bum, right? You're not just, it's not like that. You have a plan. Okay, so we have Seven of Cups. It's reversed. Pisces. When I see this card, to me, in this particular reading, I see where this is a set of choices that you have. You have some choices that need to be made in some situation. This could be affairs of the heart. It could have to do with, I don't know, it could be anything here. But there are choices that need to be made. Okay, you're in a state of confusion right now, because this card is actually reversed. And this card is actually cautioning you, in this case, that you need to take a step back, and you actually need to use your heart and your mind and feel your way through this choice that you need to make. Okay? And these cards are, again, cautioning you to trust your feelings. There's something that is coming to completion, right? And I believe this may have to do with either a project you were on before that you're coming out of, or this new venture that you decided to take on, right? So this is a Nine of Wands. This talks about a job being well done. It talks about how you have successfully planned. Look, you were sleeping on people's couches, or they were supplementing. So you really did discipline yourself, right? And you did this so that you could move forward with whatever your purpose is. Like, you were enhancing your skills. You probably went back to school. Your courage is going to prevail in this situation, because you had the courage enough to maybe take a step back, or perhaps rely on people that you didn't want to ask. And, I don't want to be in a position where I have to ask, but in order for me to get this plan done, because you believe in this so much, you have to reach out to those people. So that's actually, that's coming back to you. That's awesome. We have Eight of Wands here. So Eight of Wands talks about something. Maybe this is this project or something. I don't know what this is. But it's going to the next level, right? It talks about you heading towards some kind of a target or goal that you have. You could be traveling to meet business clients. You could be traveling to see a past partner. You could be traveling to see friends. But it talks about you being very busy and you being focused on something. And it talks about some kind of positive role that you're choosing to play. All right? So this could be a card where you're going to the next level, you're busy doing something, and you're starting to shed roles that don't serve you anymore, right? Or you're deciding to take a measured role and compartmentalize them, right? So you're deciding what role you want to play and how you play it. So this could be you being, what kind of friend do I want to be? Do I want to be like an a-hole friend? Or do I want to be the jokester friend, or what role do I want to play? Which one of these roles no longer serve me, because they need to shed. In order for me to grow and move forward, I have to get rid of these things that don't serve me anymore. So that's what the Eight of Wands is about here in this card, just like severing certain things and certain roles in your life that don't fit you anymore, or they never fit you, or I'm tired of people looking at me like this. I want to go another way. Okay, you could be receiving some kind of gift here. We have Six of Wands, right? So you're having victory over some sort of situation. You may have had some kind of past doubt about something, and you're going to receive some kind of a gift. Now, whatever this past doubt is that you had before, it looks like it's going to be resolved. Now, I'm not sure what this means, but we next go into the Tower card. There was something that fell apart, and it could have been sudden. It could have been sudden shock. Something falling apart. It could have been a relationship having to do with, maybe, in this case, it could be anybody. We have Aries. We pretty much have everybody here. I see Scorpio. I see more fellow water. I see air. Okay, I see fire, so it could pretty much be anybody. But what particularly fell apart could have been something having to do with Scorpio, right? That's the Tower card. So that talks about sudden shock and unforeseen circumstances. It talks about, this particular card talks about there was something that had to be broken down in order for us to learn from it, right? So whatever this tower represents to you, there was something that had to fall apart, or maybe you're suddenly feeling a shock and loss of something. I'm not sure what this possibly means to you, but whatever it is, you could be having some kind of nightmares about it. You could have bad dreams. You could have repressed feelings about something. This tower is probably forcing you to deal with things not necessarily all having to do with affairs of the heart, but it could also have to do with things from your past, like feelings that are repressed or things that happen to you that you kind of put aside and didn't have time to deal with because I've been busy working. So now during this evaluation time, right? Because remember, you're being forced to think about stuff. You're being forced to make choices. Things are breaking down and you don't want to deal with, and you have to deal with them. So that's where the tower comes into play, and something's coming to an end, but something new is also beginning. And I believe what is beginning is a realization of some things that are held deep down inside of you, and you have to deal with them. Okay. So I guess with that, I guess that would explain why there are nightmares or something, having something going on. Let me just take a look. Ancestors, please tell me. I'm going to use these. Ancestors, let me just shuffle over here. Ancestors, please tell me about Seven of Cups reversed. Oh God, this cord is in the way, guys. Sorry about that. Ancestors, please tell me about Seven of Cups reversed. Ancestors, please tell me about the Seven of Cups reversed, please. The Star card. So this is you talking about perhaps having some kind of renewal with somebody. It could be hope, renewal. You could have gained some kind of clarity on something. You could find that a miracle has happened. This might be something where all of a sudden your faith is increased by something, or something being brought into the spotlight that is repressed, that you're having maybe memories about, something that you're looking back from the past. So you might be having nostalgic memories about somebody. And okay, that's the sun. So we have the Star card in this one. That could be Aquarius. Ancestors, you have some kind of wish here. You're wishing for renewal, and you have some hope in some situation. Ancestors, tell me more. Okay. Okay, so you could actually be having wishes about some opportunities, because actually, didn't we just pull Eight of... No. So, okay, so this is Eight of Pentacles. So Eight of Pentacles has to do with you mastering your craft. Something having to do with work, their opportunities. You might be wishing for some kind of opportunity having to do with work or investments with Eight of Pentacles. All right, I see a big focus on like money here. All right, so it looks like you might be really working. This is something having to do with work. So you might be wishing. Ancestors, one more. Help me understand one more, please. Okay, you could be gaining some kind of knowledge. This is the High Forant card. So this talks about traditions. It talks about, being, how can I don't want to say it could be somebody who is like a preacher, or somebody who is known as like a spiritualist in maybe your community, somebody who they're traditional, maybe they pray for everybody, maybe they can conform to something. So this talks about some kind of knowledge being gained, and it could be spirituality or some new way of doing things, something having to do with gaining knowledge. Ancestors, one more, please. I feel restricted. There's some sort of restriction that, Pisces, you might be feeling towards something or somebody. Why are there boundaries here? Ancestors, some kind of restriction. Hold on. I'm going to leave that here, because that's Eight of Swords. All right. Ancestors, tell me more about the Tower, please. Ancestors, please tell me about the Tower. Okay. Judgment. Judgment is Scorpio. So you could have come to some kind of clarity having to do with a Scorpio or a fellow water sign. This could be a wake-up call. This could be your life purpose. This tower could have fell apart and made you realize some things, and there's it says something about forgiveness. I don't know if you feel like Scorpio did something to you or if you did something to Scorpio, but this talks about judgment. It talks about emotions, forgiveness. Should I forgive you? Something fell apart. Ancestors, charity. There may have been in this relationship a little bit more giving on one end than the other. So somebody could have been given a little bit too much, and somebody else could have been given nothing or breadcrumbing, and there's judgment going on. It's reversed. So there's no equal give and take. Somebody feels like they were betrayed. They can't prove it probably. There's some kind of dishonesty, or somebody suspects that there is betrayal here, dishonesty. Somebody ran away from the relationship. Somebody may feel like they're not getting the truth about maybe why somebody left or ghosted or just stopped communicating. One more. King of Pentacles. Okay, so King of Pentacles talks about a leader who is typically practical. They're a wise investor. Could have been their betrayal about money, and it could have been betrayal about a person. Okay, I think that there are a lot of things that may have been going on in this connection. It does, it looks like it could have to do with an air sign. It could have to do with Scorpio. It looks like there may have been some sort of betrayal. I feel like in a relationship there was no even give and take. I feel like maybe somebody presented themselves as one who was an investor, and you later found out they were not compatible with you because something having to do with money, or they weren't honest about their investments. There's something here. And then they were passionate with another person. We have Queen of Wands energy. That could have had something to do with somebody not having confidence. But it could have also just been... Okay, so we have Eight of Cups again. I think that came out, right? That talks about withdrawal and moving on. So... that could have been Scorpio who moved on, or it could have been a water sign who moved on, or it could be Pisces or Cancer moving on. I'm not sure what this means, you guys. I'm not sure. You let me know. All right. Ancestors, let me just go ahead and put these up. Let's see. The funny thing is, I don't want to say that. At the end of the day, what it boils down to also is that we see a lot about money and finances, home insecurity here. So this could have to do with the fellow earth sign. We also see a lot of fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, about taking some kind of action towards something. We also have air. We literally have everything here. All right, so that's Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Ancestors, give me Pisces energy, please. Ancestors, please give me Pisces energy. I think you might be having some memories about somebody. Ancestors. Tell me Pisces feelings on, okay, true love. It came out reversed, so I think you might still be debating whether or not somebody that you felt emotions for that you are no longer around, because I feel like restriction. So I don't know if there's communication here or not, but I feel like you're questioning whether or not this person is your true love. I feel like it's one of the choices that you have to make. I also feel like there's some clarity here, because I feel like you're questioning whether or not you or the other person may have gotten things wrong in terms of the way you guys view one another. We also have give your relationship a chance, work on the partnership. So it sounds like to me, Pisces, you may be dealing with somebody who you feel like you have the opportunity to work on something with. Work on your partnership. So if you guys are not in communication, this person, even though they are... I think Pisces, you might be questioning whether or not they're your true love. You're still saying, you're still thinking maybe I should give this a chance. So maybe there's some opportunity for you to still go back and handle this, even though it says that this situation involves marriage. It's reversed. Now, perhaps before, I don't know, but maybe you guys were planning on getting married, or this could lead to a wedding, or maybe the clarity provided is you are the person I want to marry. I'm not sure what that means. Okay. So that's what your current energy is right now. Guys, that was just a quick reading. I'm trying to make these look better. That was just a quick reading to see what's going on with your energy. Looks like you're worried about a project, or you might be completing a project. You're focused on unconditional love. You've definitely, it looks like, mastered discipline in a sense, but you're also still having issues expressing yourself, Pisces. All right, guys, that was just a quick reading. I'm trying to make it look decent. That was just a quick reading. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in to Zen Romance Tarot. All right. Oh, yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Oh, thumbs up, subscribe. Okay, bye.